hello. Welcome to Vintage Story. Oh, a bit laggy. This is a voxel game. Very laggy. And, the goal is to survive. I have played this game a little bit before, so let's find some sticks. And some flint. Like this. I should hopefully, I think this is strong enough for me to, yeah, this is strong enough for me to flint with. I need to make a knife. Because then, there was reeds back right where I spawned. That I can, there's a chicken nearby. Make this knife. And cut up all these reeds. Or cattails, really. The reason I want to do this is because I can make a bunch of different things. Most importantly right now is that I can make a basket so that I can carry around more things. I know my luck. I set my, well, it actually slows you to walk in those now. That's cool. Monsters don't spawn for the first 2 nights, so I'd rather not have to deal with them and knowing how bad my luck is. I'm not gonna, also because I'm bad at this game, I'm not gonna be able to build proper shelter and defenses and all that for, in the first night or 2. Oh. Interesting. The most important thing is not get mauled by a bear! Oh dear God! Bears chase for a long time, so I'm gonna be running in this direction for a little bit. Ow! My ankles. Okay. I think I'm alright. Yeah, bears, they'll mess you up real bad. Ooh, okay. I'm gonna use a little trick that I've learned through my time of playing this game. And I'm going to use... I don't have access to actual inventory yet. That's why I need the new baskets. However, I can use my inventory as more storage. Very useful tip. I think this is enough. Hold on. Let me just stare at the ground while I drop this stuff on the floor. Yes. So, as you can see, now I have more inventory space. You can also see in the bottom right that I can have 4 baskets. So my goal right now is to get 4 baskets to maximize my inventory. Are you edible? Yes. As you can see, there's mushrooms here. Thankfully, I don't have to bite into them to test or memorize anything. You can just pick it up and see if it's going to tell you if it's edible or not. I've got a bunch more candles. And you can see that I don't just put 1 in, I have to put 2 in. So you actually have to, it ends up being a lot more complicated for the crafting, even just the basic crafting, as this is the first thing that allows you to have decent inventory. I can make my last... I forgot I can just hold the button. I can make my last one. And now I have a bunch of inventory, which is really, really, really nice. Might want to make a base around here. I've got access to water. I've got access to sand, which is going to be useful in a little bit. There's a bunch of cattails for when I need to make more crafting with the cattails. There is... Apparently they've added fishing. I've always done, like, spear fishing. I just run into the water and stab fish to death to catch them. I do want to try the fishing. I think there's also sealing. That is not a lobster. Food, you eat it, to interrupt myself, to stop digging myself a hole, that is a death cap. And a lot of lag. just pick that up so then you can see what death caps. Not exactly what they do, but we can read up on that. Death cap. So fresh for 18 days. When eaten, you do gain some saturation, but you take 50 damage. I don't want that. There's no reason to keep any deadly mushrooms around unless, like, you're able to trick a friend into killing themselves or something like that. I don't know. But what I should do is, because I have sticks and I have a bunch of flint, what I should make is a axe head. Thankfully, you can flint snap with more flint, so you don't have to carry around multiple different rocks like I am. You can just carry a buttload of flint, and that will work. Oops, let's move that. Make a axe. Axes do exactly what you expect them to. Chop down trees. And this is where I get to bring up one of the mods I have installed. Normally, with trees, there's a random chance to get the seeds that they drop. And it's not 100%. You don't always get at least one, which is really, really, really annoying if you want, you know, if you're looking to just get that one birch seed because you want to work with birch, and it just doesn't drop it, or you have a forest of birch, and it's slowly depleted because you don't always get one. If you're really, really unlucky, you can just kill a forest because you don't get the seed you want. So, what I have installed is a mod that allows me to always get at least one seed. It just adjusts it so you get one seed, so then you don't have to worry about it. It's something I haven't done with my night kit, is to get some dry grass. You can use this, obviously, to burn, start fires. It's also used in a bunch of different crafting. I believe you can also use it to feed animals. So I'm also going to get a bunch of this. I have a habit of just leaving my inventory and crafting open all the time. It's a setting you can set up so then when you can still walk around, you just can't, you know, look around because I have to hold a button to look at all this while walking around. For me, I find it super useful. You may not find it super useful. You don't have to do it by any means. I just find it easier to walk around and do this, which also gives me access to 9 more slots of inventory if I'm feeling lazy. You can also hit, like, if you don't want to, like, move your entire screen around, you can just, like, punch things where your mouse is. Ooh, okay. This is something else I want to mark on my map. This is peat. Peat is super useful for burning things. And as you can see, I've marked a few things. I've marked quartz, I've marked some copper, and I've marked some peat. These are all super useful things you want to mark on your map. You simply hit M, and then you right click, and then you're able to set up whatever you want. It is incredibly useful, so then if you want to return to a location, or if there's like a resource you found that you don't want to lose track of, you can find it super easily through that. Oh, there's a bunny! Was it done already? Oh, thank God. Whoops. This might actually not be a bad place. I do kind of like this setup. I've got a natural wall, like... I kind of want to, like, build here, I think. I like the water there, I like the little pond. I could build over here, which I think is just solely useful. Why does this always happen to me? Why does this always happen to me? I can hear it right behind me! Oh, I'm in so much danger! Why is the bear back? Why is the bear back? No! Oh, it's such a nice area! Chase the rabbit instead! Oh, the game's lagging. No! No! Come on. Load so then I can run away from this bear! Okay, I turned one of the mods off because it was crashing my game. I'm in so much danger! We done? Okay, I guess I'm not building my base there. I didn't even pick up the dirt because my inventory's full. God, I want to make a base, because I don't want to... Why is there another bear? Why is there another bear? Yeah, so it's about to get very, very dark. I'm getting a little bit frustrated that I haven't found any place that I'm super happy with stopping and resting at. I think I'm just gonna have to bite the bullet and find a place that I'm just like kind of happy with. Because I need a place I was like, oh, this is a really nice area. I get mauled by a bear. I think this is the other side of that lake I was looking at earlier. Yeah, I was down like over here and now I'm near the top of it. I almost want to live like over here maybe then. Okay, well, I wanted to make some packed dirt. It's the classic. Interesting. It's the classic safe haven. There. Now it's super dark, which is a problem. However, if I throw that on the ground, then I believe I take one of these and some of this. I can make a torch. There we go. Fire starter. Ah. Okay, so it's that, and then I put you there. Okay, I almost had it. Whatever. Put that there. And you can see that I put something in my offhand. That's not the most important thing right now. It actually drains your hunger a bit faster. I don't really need it, but we have it. Now we have a torch. The next thing I want to do, I believe, is crude door. I need an axe, 3 sticks, and some quarter logs. Nope, just some regular logs, never mind. This door has a tendency to fall apart. So we want to replace this door pretty soon, because you'll see, yeah, it just kind of falls over. I need a couple more reeds for cattails, but if I get those, then what I can make are some baskets for storage. Back inside my lovely dirt hut. I'll throw that on the ground. I'll make one reed basket. Something that I do like is that you can open up multiple chests all at the same time. So if you ever want to not have... If you ever need to go through multiple things... So I don't need that, I don't need the rusty gear, I don't need the seeds. Really, I can probably throw all this away. Though I'd probably want to keep the sticks, actually. And I should actually make another torch. Something else that is super nice, it's actually 2 things. One, I don't need to carry this on me. If I shift control right click, I can actually set up my tools like this. So if I don't want to carry any of my stuff and I don't want to put it in my chest here, I can actually just set it on the ground here. It's becoming daytime, so it's not as important, but if you have an extinguished torch like this, and you have a lit torch like this, you can light the torch. And then even if it's in your inventory, and you walk out into the water, it won't go out. However, if you have it out at all, even if by accident, like quickly swapping through and swapping away, like throwing you through your scroll block here, you'll put it out. So you don't want to have a torch out when it's when you're in the water. Quickly nap up a new knife. I hear something nearby. I'm gonna hope that it was just a deer and not something that can actually hurt me. And because I have been making sure to carry sticks with me, I can quickly make up a new name. I believe if I hit C, yeah, you can see I'm RollForGoose, the hunter. You can also see that I gain increased range damage, range accuracy, and increased range distance. I also find more animal loot, and my animal harvesting speed is faster. I walk 10% faster, and I can make a exclusive version of a bow and arrow. You can also see that I picked up a rooster earlier. Normally, if you find some like dead animals on the ground, like I had, he's here. You just immediately carve them up, and you get all their meat and bones and whatnot, and you walk away. You just shift right click with the knife, or shift left click, I don't remember, and bada bing, bada boom. However, because I have the butchering mod on, I'm able to make a butchering table. I kind of want to make my bow and arrow before I go over there because I want to hunt those deer. So it does suck to lose all the cattails that I just gathered for my baskets, but I have my main tool now. I have my bow. The next thing I can do is I can actually take my sticks and my flint and make some arrowheads. 18 should be plenty for now, especially since I only have 38 sticks, and now I have 18 arrows. They don't do that much damage, and they have a 25% chance to break every time I hit something. Oh, they changed this. Fight this a lot more. I remember you fighting back that punch. I'm out of arrows. Oh, that's bad. Oh! Oh, right. So something I forgot is that I actually have to do this. With larger animals, they take up a backpack slot. That was a very healthy deer, and I was very much not expecting them to just keep rushing me. I thought they were going to turn around and run, at some point at least, but they didn't. I don't think it's worth trying to find any more arrows. Yeah, so you can see I went from 18 to 10, so... or 11, rather. So I lost 7 arrows. I should go get my stones. I'm also going to cut that down. So then I have one more open slot. Pick up the sticks as well, because you always need more sticks in this game. It's always a pain. Because you're like, oh, I've got like a massive pile of sticks. I've got like 40 of them. No. Those sticks are going to instantly disappear. Here's my 2 rocks. I'm going to take the flint as well. And the stick. There's a dead hare. We'll do that and we'll... Right, I have to have it freehand. Okay. There we go. Now I can place the... Right, I need to make the hook first. Oh. Pfft. Okay, I'm probably gonna die. That's fine. Let's hope I have enough to make the hook. The skinning hook, I need this one. there's supposed to be... There's the primitive one. So I need a... that's gonna be a problem. I haven't found any resin. This is difficult specifically because you have to spot it on the tree. And I don't believe I'm near any trees that actually have resin. And yeah, I'm out of hunger. Well, I'm not out. I'm at 9.8 out of, what, like 800? 1500? Oh my god, a Deus Ex Machina. If this could have resin on it, if any of these trees nearby could have resin. Oh, that'd be so nice. The issues with trees with resin is that, like, you gotta spot it, and then it takes a really, really, really long time for them to get their resin back. Those are some big-ass spores. Okay, I do need pine. So pine and... So I need to find a pine forest. Which I feel like I have been checking pine. Oh, thank God! Look how far away. Okay. I get to go back home now. Okay. It took a long time, but I did eventually find myself some resin. I had to go really, really, really far north. So I need 2 sticks there. I need the hook there. I need that there. I need this here. I need this here. What? Oh, I need 4 sticks. There we go. Okay. Like that. Put the hook there. Let's put the chicken there. So now, I can skin the creature. I get some feathers from that, which will be good for arrows. And unfortunately, I don't have a bucket. I could be able to store its blood. I have no use for it right now, so I'll just set that up. The hut is very small and kind of sucks. I just feel like I need to, like, have some more working space. So I'll probably expand like this way. So let's just get that. There we go. Now this is skin. I'll place this here. I guess we're doing the deer next. That works for me because I want that. Okay, he's still kind of clipping into the floor. But we'll cut you up. Get some fat and some raw hide, which is nice. And now I get to cut the chicken up. Which gave me nothing. That's really unfortunate. No meat for me, but I do get some small bones. Just give myself a little bit more space that I can see with. So I've got a bunch more of this. Expand a little bit this way. The goal is not to be pretty. The goal is that I have a slightly bigger place to come. Put that there. Actually, what I should do, I can throw that on the ground, put you there, pick that back up, and cut up this deer. Which, there we go. That gave me a bunch of meat, some prime meat, as well as a bunch of bones and some offal. That is incredibly useful for the fact that I can use that for a bunch of different crafting recipes. For example, if I were to make a axe, make up the axe head, put that take, I believe I can take the strong bone? No. I can take a regular bone, though, and make a stronger flint axe. Which should allow me to break this up quicker, to move it into a more appropriate location. Well, that's kind of neat. I knew I was hearing noises, I didn't realize it was just gonna be, like, right there. It's just gonna be a lot of, like, moving stuff around for now. That's not good noises. That sort of clicking noise you heard? That is an enemy. I heard noises. It's the issue with having so many bushes nearby. Yeah, that feels a little better. It's definitely still a dirt shack, but it's less depressing. Now what I should do is, not that, I should put some firewood on here, and I should pick up wheat. But I haven't found any clay, which is going to be the next building material that allows me to make some stuff. I'll need to head out and find some clay. I hear clicking. First piece of cooked red meat is going to fill me for way more than anything else I've done so far. Will be a void of death looming over me. I think I'm going to end it here.